So
and I should just start off on the same point. Whatever, live again. Same stream C, so just use the same. No, right now I can remember, guys. There we go. Right now, stop that. People come in, oh, it's too fucking low. It's too low, it's too high, it's too fucking this, too fucking that. Sorry about that fucking technical problems. YouTube gets back fucking loads of this.
Yeah.
Fucking hate dog, seriously. If you live in the UK, do not use TalkTalk as your internet provider. They fucking suck.
Oh, this is
It will cause you no end of problems. Oh, so start a whole new thing, has it? That's weird. I use the same streaming key. Why is it not? That's bizarre.
Well, it was going right back up a moment ago.
Okay, so for me, it's a new stream, but same chat. That
doesn't make sense. It's the same thing.
Earlier I had it. I didn't realize you ended after I went to bed, so.
Yeah, we're back up and running again anyway. Sorry about that. Thank you for sticking by me anyway. Let me get this fucking shit sorted out.
I had a thing. I went back to see what you did after I left, and Monkey's chat, which was the one I was watching before that, was where your chat was supposed to be.
Yeah, that happens. That's happened to me before that. I don't know why that happens. It just does.
Google sucks. Listen, you named your company after something a 4-year-old said. It's a true fact.
I thought it was named after the Google.
What, Google? That's kind of is what it was supposed to be named after when Google first started. It was a search engine. And somebody mentioned, hey.
Shouldn't be asked because it's back up and running again.
From what I understand, they got.
Or internet or something else. Both, to be honest.
The guy coined the term Google after his 4-year-old nephew said it, so he decided to make it a big number.
Oh, so that's why he came in. Oh. So I thought it was named after the number.
Yeah, it was named after. Google was a term before Google was a search engine. Was it one with 100 zeros behind it? There's 100 or 1,000 zeros, one of the two.
I think Google's 100, then there's Googleplex, which is 1,000, I think.
Okay.
Googleplex is a Google. From every thing I've seen, it's Google with a Google of zeros behind it. So, that'd be a lot of zeros.
Yeah. Come on, this fucking article loads.
Either way, they've gotten too big for their britches.
Yeah, sorry about the technical problems. Please like, share, and subscribe. Anyway. Judge orders Louisiana man's mouth taped after he interrupts sentencing hearing.
Good for the judge.
Not the first time that's happened, but it's still hilarious.
Because I thought you had the
More
right
judges should.
Do you have the right to testify in court by yourself, though?
Well, the problem is you can't interrupt.
I assume that's what he was doing. They're just interrupting people. Yeah, Louisiana's a man has had his mouth taken up by 15th Judge Euro, district judge, after he repeatedly interrupted during a sentencing hearing on the 18th of July in Lafayette.
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 Hmm.
During the hearing of Michael C. Dunnan, who was convicted of money laundering and theft of more than 25 grand in February 2019, Judge Marlon Castle asked the bailiff to tape his mouth shut while witnesses were on the stand. An action sent objections raised by Dunham when Castle asked him to stop submitting notions on his own behalf instead of his lawyer, Aaron Adams. Dunham later objected when evidence was submitted in the case, and he tried to argue against the inclusion of evidence, but was told again to speak through his attorney, according to the Academia Advocate. After requesting twice for Dunham to remain silent, Castle finally had enough and ordered his mouth shut. During testimony of Tanya Artigo, the court ordered bailiff to tape the defendant's mouth due to the defendant's consistent interruption of the court proceeding and multiple instructions from the court to remain silent. Defense attorney Adams objected to the use of duct tape on his client, which was removed following his request. The minutes didn't say how long the tape stayed on his mouth, although he did ask the judge to remove him from the courtroom instead of using the primitive method. So they should have just left him in there with the tape on his mouth.
I think he did. I think he ordered the tape put on his mouth, pretty much to humiliate him a little bit.
Yeah, welcome back, Gulf City Mafia. He's back-ish. So, I mean, it's buffering. If it's buffering, I guess you just lower the quality of the video, I guess. There's not really much I can do. I think it sounds fine, because every time I check it, it sounds fine, even though people say it doesn't sound fine, so that confuses me. I was checking to see if I can stream it. It's back, but it's like 2 minutes behind. That doesn't make sense. Yeah, that's weird. It's like 2 minutes behind. I don't know why.
It is weird.
I guess we're live, so I guess it kind of. I don't know. Yeah, the incident also calls the public defender who was present during the ordeal to be charged with contempt after he recorded a series of events. The public defender Michael Gregory was ordered to appear in court last Friday when Castle was presiding over a hearing, even though he wasn't connected with the case or Duho. The court ordered to give Gregory the word Googleplex was invented by a child. It's 1 followed by 100 zeros. Yeah, we know. Yeah, the chat must be leaving behind. That's weird. That is weird. Why is that?
I don't know. Maybe just buffering that much on this end.
It was buffering a little bit, but it wasn't buffering that much.
No, not that much.
That doesn't make sense. And the stupid ass Facebook groups keep telling me I can't access my mic again. Yeah. Also, cheats to why it's like, why is it like 2 minutes behind? I don't understand it. Anyway, the court was given to Gregory, said he violated district court rules by broadcasting television, recording or taking photographs in the court, because he recorded a portion of the court proceedings during a sentencing hearing and broadcast these proceedings to others. Castle ruled that Gregory was in contempt of court and ordered him not to bring his cell phone or any electronic devices to the court for 6 months, and required him to pay $100 fine. Durham was also sentenced by Castle to 11 years in prison during the hearing. For credit for time served, he was recommended by the judge to be taken to a mental health facility. Castle second. Then he said the judge can't comment because of the code of the judo conduct prohibits her from commenting on ongoing proceedings. The use of duct tape is controversial, but has been allowed in the past. In 1970, the U.S. Supreme Court, well, the trial judge could gag a defendant during a trial so he could remain in the courtroom without disrupting the proceedings. And last year, an Ohio judge apologised after he ordered the defendant's mouth shut following a series of outbursts during the sentencing hearing. Well, I mean, I guess if you don't want your fucking mouth shut, don't talk when other people are talking in a courtroom. Simple as that. It's not that difficult. Yeah, fucking Discord wants to load. There we go. It's weird now though, because I can't get instant feedback because my stream's so fucking far behind.
That sounds like That sounds like a setting with the OBS.
It's not even to do with OBS because it was working fine before my internet decided it wanted to. It didn't want to work anymore. Weird. Very fucking weird. Hello, Honey Monster. Women cut Hank's penis off and insisted I can't have it, so no one can. Miss Lee used a sharp pair of scissors to launch an attack in Hukou, Taiwan on Wednesday. A furious woman cut off her ex-husband's penis and testicles after she found him cheating during their marriage. Miss Lee Sharp used a pair of scissors to cut off ex-genitals in her home in Hukou, Taiwan after inviting him over to have sex. It's believed 58-year-old discovered Miss Chen had slept with someone else when they were Mr. Chen had slept with someone else when they were still married. According to the police, Miss Lee left Mr. Chen with just 1 centimetre of his penis after hacking the rest off and throwing acid on it, then flushing it down the toilet. Why is it with women always going for the fucking dick? Like, why? What do women?
Either onions or garlic. Vampires.
Who the fuck was that?
That is a good question. I have no clue.
Like someone just joined and then left.
Something about garlic and vampires.
It may have did what my phone did yesterday, where it tried to. I wasn't looking at the screen for the call, but it may have done something what my phone did yesterday. My phone started up and it automatically joined the call.
That might have been it, yeah.
Oh, okay. So that it looks like that was Mafki.
Mafki may have just joined by mistake. Don't know what happened.
Yeah, because isn't she usually eating dinner with family right now?
Yeah, it said she was eating lunch right now, so yeah. Yeah, I guess that's all right. According to the police, Miss Lee left Mr. Chen with just... Oh, I read that. She's reported to have said, if I can't have it, no one else can. After the attack, she is believed to have taken an overdose of sleeping tablets. And hopefully she killed herself, to be honest.
Yeah, it was Math Queen came in and left just as quickly.
Also, and the attack happened in the couple's home. I'll buy that for $1. You'll buy what for $1? Gulf City Mafia.
Are you buying cocks? I ain't selling mine. But, like, does the girlfriend think that she owns his cock? It's the balls that the girls own, not the cock.
Apparently she chopped off his cock and his balls.
Well, she did it wrong.
Authorities said they received a call from a howling Mr. Chen following an incident at 8:50 p.m. local time. He feared more violence from his ex-wife and locked himself in the toilet, officers revealed. According to reports, the couples had divorced less than a month ago. Mr. Chen, jobless for 2 years, continued to live off his wife. And again, I guess if you're doing that, you've... Wait, so they divorced and he still just like lived with her and just sort of... like, really? It should be called the courtroom. I honestly how far behind the fucking guys. I don't know.
Well, I gotta wait to see how far behind the chat is. Chat, I go hey, you go ho.
Really?
Is that supposed to be a funny
What?
one?
It's not funny. Well, kind of funny.
Stupid Facebook people won't let me into the call.
Stupid Facebook.
Yeah, I've been doing that a lot recently.
Zuckerberg, you robotic prick.
I'm only 4 likes. Any people watching 4 likes? That's disgraceful.
Did I have to re-put my like too?
Yes, you do, because it's in 2 parts, apparently.
That's gonna be a pain.
That means I'm going to have to rename the video part 2, because I'm very professional. Yeah, part 2.
Alright. Like number 1. And apparently Count Dracula's trying to take Trucker's job. Only simulation form.
Don't chill for other people on here.
Oh. Who wants to watch a truck driver drive there on the road as a simulation? I like watching the real thing.
Yeah, you get the American trucking wheel simulator or something, isn't it? Miss Lee is said to have devised a plan to remove his ex-partner's manhood. Geez, this last sounds like a complete psycho. Yeah, she does. He's said to have devised a plan to remove his ex-partner's manhood after learning that, on top of relying on her earnings, he had also been seeing another woman behind their back when they were married. And I guess he could have been a house husband, I guess, but...
God, being a house husband would be so nice.
Yeah, root from person of interest. I don't know who that is. She reportedly seduced him with the promise of sex, then grabbed his penis before shearing off with scissors, followed by both testicles. Jinghao Foreign Deputy Chief Kai Long said, while the victim had his pants down, the suspect used a pair of scissors to cut off his victim's genitals. Authorities say they have not been able to retrieve the body parts. Arriving officers added Miss Lee was found unconscious in the home. Her and her husband were taken to the National Taiwan University Hospital, Yangon branch, under an stable condition. Share that on Twitter, because I have to now. And the hospital's head of eulogy, Zhang Chen Yao, said they would not have been able to reattach Mr. Chen's penis even if the police had found it. So I imagine it's probably pretty mauled then if they can't reattach it again. Because I assume if you're able to reattach arms and stuff, you can probably reattach a dick as well.
There's probably more nerve endings involved, but boy.
Actually, most of the nerve endings are in the head. Say again? Just honey? Yeah.
His genitals would have been contaminated with bacteria. And in any case, the chances of him ever regaining sexual function were extremely low. So now this man has to live his whole life without a dick. James Rodite, what do you keep linking to? I dread to think.
Ironically, I think the person in this drive-thru that I'm going through right now is looking for a dick too.
So James Rodite is nice link to this stream in the fucking stream chat. Doesn't make sense. Like, that literally does not make any fucking sense. It makes no sense. Hey, come on, please load again. Please load again. Why are you so slow?
Why are you so break?
Yeah, it says 9 likes, but the reason why it says 9 likes is because you're like fucking 5 minutes behind me. It's weird. It doesn't make sense. That's an indication of how far behind the chat is then, isn't it?
I don't know if all else fails to see exactly how far we are behind. We can start counting, just say, when you start hearing us counting, put it in the chat, and then we start counting 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh,
Yeah.
Honey Monster said ho.
Yeah, ho.
Hey, ho.
My hunting is going very well, thanks. I gained free experience points over the weekend. Well, you had a better weekend than I did, dude. I mean, I could get that, but it's 3,000 miles away.
Was she? Never mind. I'm not going to.
Yeah, was she
I
what?
need to ask that later.
Was
Was she upset at the stream last night?
No, why?
Okay, it was.
Slept.
Oh.
She's fine, I spoke to her yesterday. I spoke to her earlier. She's fine.
I fell asleep the second my head hit the pillow.
Police were still waiting for the pair to give informal statements, to get ready to give formal statements before they formally change and detain the wife. Both are currently being treated in hospital. Yeah, fucking. What's it with women and chopping off men's dicks?
Well, you can't chop off a woman's dick. So.
Well, modern year and all.
Yeah,
I refuse to.
Thing too.
Listen, reality is reality, and they're trying to freaking make reality different.
Mm-hmm.
They live in a fantasy land.
You live in a fantasy land where everything's perfect and amazing and absolutely fantastic.
And if you go to San Francisco, it's also covered in shit.
Yeah, who's fapping?
I'm not.
Probably Green Thunder, yeah. Well, Green Thunder did too, so he's the one doing it. Yeah, did she make sausage out of the meat? I don't know. Fail less and hello reasons, did you?
Hey, if it's warm, wet, it'll make me squirt. It can call itself whatever it wants, Thunder.
And watching on stream is acceptable as long as the camera's not on.
Oh, it is? 1 second. I got some things to do then.
Maybe that's on your own stream, being funny, not my stream. I can work on my
Oh,
stream
Christ.
because it's my stream.
Oh, okay.
This stream
Put it
has
away.
crashed faster than usual. Oh, we're going to hell.
Aren't you the one driving? Freaking a gigantic bus.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'm using an ad blocker. Go fuck yourself, independent. Why must you be such a fucking cunt? Fucking lefty, fucking. Alright, come on. Fucking let me down the ad blocker. There we go.
What the hell's a fried tomato? Tomatoes shouldn't be, they're better raw.
You've never heard of a fried green tomato?
Yeah, I've heard of fried green tomatoes, but I don't think I've had them.
It's when you stick them in a frying pan and cook it.
Yeah. A little bit of flour, a little salt, a little pepper. Good stuff.
Right, the article wants to load. Come on, independent. Come on. Right. Trump retweets
Thunder, you've
Islamophobic.
never
Tomatoes
had.
gone.
Trump retweets Islamophobic activists calling Baltimore a shithole.
Baltimore is a shithole.
I mean, when you speak the truth, some people call it racist. It's not racist.
They only call it racist because they have no other argument to use. They'll just use anything.
Yeah, especially considering Bernie Sanders, when he was running for president in 2016, said Baltimore had a major problem with rats. And then after the election, I think it was, he doubled down and said the life expectancy was much shorter in Baltimore than outside. Oh, wait, no, he said the life expectancy in communist North Korea was lower than, or was longer than Baltimore.
That's bad.
Donald Trump has shared a tweet from far-right commentator Katie Hopkins, describing the city represented by Congress, women as repeatedly attacked as a shithole. He was repeatedly attacked as a shithole. Yeah, because I'm not a big fan of fucking Katie Hopkins, but I know she's not far right. And perhaps I just think fucking Katie Hopkins.
Well, I see that now. Raisin Vision.
Tell me when you see this. I do see this. The thing is, you're delayed by about 5 minutes, so by the time you hear me saying this, it'll be like 5 minutes from now for you.
Well, as far as the rat infestation, Scotty, there's a huge exterminator company over here. You know, cockroaches, bugs, shit like that. In 2014, they started putting out a list of the most rat-infested cities in America.
Say when you see it.
Every year, Baltimore's ended up in the top 10.
Stop failing at time.
Listen, we're not the ones failing at time. It's a YouTube. Blame the YouTubes.
Failing at time. Okay, the time right now is 11 o'clock.
Let's do the time warp again. Freaking.
The time right now is 11 o'clock.
I have that.
Wait, the time right now is 11:01, right? So when you hear this, tell me what time it is when you hear this. That way we can find out how long the delay is.
And hello. What's that say? Elowin.
Elowin. I think that's functional life, actually. Like, yeah, that is functional life. The president followed the Trump retweet up with another attack on Elijah Cummings, who represented Baltimore, claiming there was nothing racist about his attacks on Congress. He said there is nothing racist about stating plainly what most people already know about that Elijah Cummings has done a terrible job for his district and for Baltimore itself. The Dems always play the race card when they are unable to win facts, so he's not wrong, is he?
Oh no, your facts are going against my narrative. That makes you racist.
The phrase used by Katie Hopkins is similar to one attitude. The Scotch Index, two giant yogurt cans connected with rope. Probably. This video quality is outrageous. Well, you know.
I ain't ever seen a yogurt come in a can. I've seen it come in tubs. Ooh, I like Go-Gurt. I should have grabbed some of those at the store. Outrageous, you say?
Yeah, the phrase used by Mr. Hopkins is similar to similar to one attributed to Trump when he reportedly referred to immigrants coming from shithole countries during White House meeting. It's fucking, I see no quality.
I mean, why would they be leaving the countries if they weren't shitholes?
No, yeah, they did come from shithole countries, that's why they're leaving.
Especially those ones coming from thereabout those islands. What's it called? England? Yeah, that's especially a shithole.
Well, England isn't an island.
Same thing.
No, it's not.
Close enough.
Fucking close enough.
It's land. It has water on some sides.
Yes, but it's not England, is it? Never heard of Wales or Scotland, though.
I like. Well, your government sucks. I like the land. It's very pretty.
Yes, but you just referred to fucking Scotland as England, effectively.
No, England is England. And then there's that thing that's a boot. What is that, Italy?
Well, you said England was an island.
Same thing.
It's not.
It is land. Is land. Island. Got it?
Well, that's Iceland.
Oh boy.
Scotland and Wales.
You know, Iceland is greener than Greenland?
Yes.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Please.
So Green Thunder's like the fucking Democrats, and he doesn't care about facts either.
I may have been wrong, but I'm going to shut up now.
You probably should. Oh shit, buffering that man. Is this me buffering or for anyone else? I don't know. I actually don't know anymore. The President has denied that he ever used that phrase. Well, he did use that phrase, but he was correct. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can really do about the buffering. You're just going to have to maybe lower the quality of the stream or something that might help it. Once you realize the buffering, you probably can't hear this, so... I describe it as non-existent as opposed to buffering. I'll see what buffering is. Fucking Christ. This is a fucking technical difficulty stream, hasn't it?
Listen, have you tried StreamYards? You should just have a go at StreamYards, see if you like it better.
Yes. Oh my god, now we get F's in the chat. Fucking hell, man.
Oh, you're about to get F's in the chat.
Yep, there's a bunch of F's now.
Or doesn't Stream Elements have a program?
How to try Stream Elements because fucking OBS doesn't seem to want to fucking work anymore, does it?
The only one I've tried is the StreamYard, and I haven't had a go at OBS yet. I'm waiting for the first to do that. I should probably have a go at it later.
Oh, we're back. We're back.
I guess tomorrow.
We are back. We're back.
Are we?
Yes, we're back.
Yay!
Hey, hello, Daniel Franklin.
And Batman's... And Batman saying "fuck you" to Facebook.
Agreed.
You got in through you actually, I think, were on a call with me, Batman, for like a second.
I had 6 minutes of buffer. On top of those 6 minutes of being behind, so we're now 12 minutes behind. This fucking sucks. Sorry, people. We'll try and sort this out soon. I don't even mess around with OBS or something a little bit. Maybe it's just my internet fucking sucks. Hey, Mr. Trump caused outrage on Saturday when he claimed Mr. Cummings represented a rat and rose infested. Just in a series of vicious tweets. Scotland is way more than 6 minutes behind. Well, can't really disagree. I can hear snippets. I can hear like snippets of convo, then it just cuts out.
Do you know if anyone watches this on replay? Because it's going to be fun to watch on replay.
I think one or two people do actually watch it on replay because I've had likes that weren't on the scene before. So
It's going to end up like my streams, where usually a half hour out of every day is cut out because of buffering time. While YouTube's done processing it. So when YouTube's done processing this, this hour and a half stream's going to be 10 minutes.
Oh, this is going to be fun. I'm so totally watching this later.
It's going to be 10 minutes of us going, what the fuck?
me especially, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi denounced the president's tweets and said Democrats would reject all racist attacks against Mr. Cummings. The thing is, did he even say anything racist?
No, he didn't.
No.
The facts are rat infested, mice infested. I don't see anything racist in that.
Yeah, just because the guy happens to be black, that doesn't fucking mean anything. Even they're the racist ones because they're the ones carrying that fucking skin color.
Well, you know what? In a case like this, just point out to these people one little thing. If they want to sit and defend Baltimore, fine, go for it. Have fun. What was the town named after? Oh yeah, slave trader. What was Baltimore's biggest import for quite a while? Oh yeah, slaves.
So it is a racist town.
Yeah.
And that's why the rats live there, because they love the racist town.
Yeah, Baltimore's Mayor Jack Young said it was completely unacceptable for Trump to denigrate an American city like Baltimore and called the president a disappointment to the world.
As the rat was chewing on his shoes.
Crack houses doesn't make a city vibrant. I mean, well, no, actually, I think it's if there's even such a thing anymore, the opium dens. Yeah. You see various colors that aren't there.
Yeah, Mr. Trump was criticized earlier this month when retweeted a video by Katie Hopkins supporting a racist attacks on 4 US congresswomen. In addition, he retweeted an attack by far-right commentator on Sadiq Khan, the Mayor of London, with a personal comment added with the incompetent Mayor of London, you'll never have safe streets. I don't even know why fucking him and Sadiq Khan hate each other anyway. Blonde fucking shit, On Sunday, Miss Hopkins went after CNN host Victor Blackwell, who had mostly defended his hometown in a speech that has since been shared thousands of times. She accused the news anchor of turning on the waterworks. During his condemnation on Mr. Trump's tweets. Miss Hopkins, who held the job as a controversial columnist and radio host for the Daily Mail, The Sun and the LBC, is a prominent supporter of jailed anti-Islam activist Tommy Robinson. Only buffering that man. Right, buffering again, are we, Jen? Fuck's sake.
Hello, Jen. And a buffering to you, too. And, well, mostly YouTube's.
Yeah, fuck YouTube, man. Fuck YouTube.
Fuck Google.
According to Daniel Franklin, we're also buffering. I may lower the bitrate again, maybe a bit more. I can't do that while I'm streaming.
Since I have it muted, I just thought you put a circle graphic in the middle of the screen.
Of course you did. Why wouldn't you?
Listen, I'm dense sometimes, okay? Also, I haven't
people
really...
are confusing the internet.
Sometimes.
Half of the course.
All the time.
Sometimes, boys, about as sharp as a sponge.
A sponge are useful.
Yeah, somehow we've got 14 people still watching this. Amazingly.
I think they're talking to each other in chat because that's what they do.
That's about all it's good for.
Oh, good God.
Oh, hell.
Are we talking... Wait. Never mind.
We don't give up around here, though. We'll keep going.
Keep calm. Carry on.
Indeed, yes. Wait a minute. If I understand then, does that just mean like they just end straight away for them, like in the middle of like a sentence or whatever? Because this is just weird.
Yeah.
After all this buffering, I expect my YouTube to be squeaky clean and shiny. And lemon scented, yeah. That would be nice, wouldn't it?
Wait, is Richard just now getting to the fried tomatoes comment?
I think so.
Holy shit, that was a year ago.
What the... Well... This is awkward.
Listen, when Godzilla got to America, even he got fat. So, all hail America.
We still want to transcend time here. We're in the future. Last year, she applied for an insolvency agreement in a last-ditch attempt to avoid bankruptcy. After she lost a libel case to food writer and poverty campaigner Jack Monroe. Jack Monroe's a fucking moron. I honor that because it's true.
Okay, I just read that comment. That is a great... Jen said, after all this buffering, I expect YouTube to be squeaky, clean, and shiny.
We're back.
Are we back or are we front?
We're about fucking 5 hours behind, but we're back. I think.
Yeah.
This is just weird, man. This is very weird. I think what happens is when it buffers, it catches up to where it was before. It doesn't actually go back to the live thing.
No, it starts off right where it cut off.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So
every time it buffers on their end, when it buffers on their end, anything we say is gone.
So this isn't a live stream. It's like a stream that is being recorded live, but you ain't watching it live.
Yeah, pretty much. It happens.
Well, it could be worse. I mean, we try.
Well, honey must. What do we have out there?
It's live, but the chat isn't watching it live because the buffering finished. It's not live anymore for the people. Sex toy
Which one is this? Like 105? Or... Oh, 103. We're sorry. Not our fault. Ooh, wait, I need to find that song. I like that song.
Sex toy. Sex toy story. Swinger couples arrive dressed as classic kids film characters for dirty Disney orgy.
No, God, no.
Swinger couples were seen arriving in a fancy dress for a dirty Disney orgy.
God damn it, Jeff! Get your snake out of my boob.
One randy bloke dressed as Toy Story's Woody could not wait to get inside the event and cop to feel a cowgirl Jessie in the street. I guess it's just the rest of the conversation.
So this is kind of like why, or this is kind of like how, Snow White got kicked out of Disneyland. She got caught sitting on Pinocchio's face going, lie to me, lie to me.
Buffering the Vampire Slayer.
Alright, I'll
give you
God damn it, Cryptic. That is a great one.
Others were knitted out as Aladdin's Genie, Princess Jasmine, Popeye, Cruella de Vil, and even a Dalmatian. Come on, a fucking Dalmatian, really?
No bestiality, thank you. Stay away.
Starting opinion in Scotland as buffering the suckling women. Oh. Eliza from Frozen strolled into the sex party alongside Alice and Maleficent. While two men, one holding a can of squirty cream, turned up to Tweedledum and Tweedledee. The Disney-themed event was held at the notorious Blackpool venue for sex to coincide with the release of the new Lion King movie. On onlookers out, it's quite a sight. These are two characters you associate with kids' books and films, and they're off to a sex party. The club is in a residence, so everyone can see them eyes. First I saw Olaf the Snowman from Frozen, and then I saw Tinkerbell from Peter Pan. One man had even gone as a dog and a onesie as a Dalmatian, another woman when that was Maleficent. Let's hope she was careful with those horns. Couples paid £30 at the door for the open play event.
Wait, are you telling me she was horny?
Well, yeah, they're going to a fucking orgy, so I'd imagine they'd be horny. I mean, you wouldn't go to an orgy if you weren't horny, would you?